Yep. Oh, it's nasty though. Down here on the river today, doing a bit of Murray cod fishing. Got Daiwa's flagship light tackle rod, the battler, TD battler, that we're going to be testing out. Conditions aren't ideal, as you can see by the rain kit. It's raining at the moment, it's only light, but the river is a little bit high, although the clarity isn't too bad, so we're hoping we can get onto a few cod. It is winter, so it's cold. We've been having frosts overnight and whatnot, so it's not the ideal time to be on the river cod fishing. This river we're fishing today fishes really good through the summer months for numbers. You know, your average fish here is sort of that 50 to 60 centimetre range, so the cold does slow them down a little bit, but fishing out here in winter, you're always a chance of a big fish. You know, those big fish come out to play, although there's not a great deal of them in this river. They are here, so you know, one of those turning up over today or tomorrow would be very welcome. Anyway, we're just going to get the backpack on. We've just rigged up. Just going to start out with a bit of a chatterbait with a 6.2 inch bait junkie minnow on the back, and yeah, just start heading down the stream. Basically, the further we walk, the better it gets. Get further away from where everyone can access. So the more miles we put in, hopefully the better the fishing will get. Anyway, we'll start walking and see how we go. So we're still heading down. I haven't had a cast yet. Walked about a K, but we're going to try and walk about another K before we start fishing. Let's just get to some better pools. All this stuff here at the moment is pretty fast, rapid water. Especially with the higher flows. We want to get down to the deeper, slower moving pools, because you know, we'll keep on pushing it down, get some casts in. So we've just got down to the section of the river where I want to start fishing. It's pretty good from here on in. The water, it's a lot wider here, deeper pools, so this is, I reckon, the active fish will be. I've just got a back eddy here, so we're going to give this a quick cast and we'll move pretty quick as we go down. I'm trying to find a fish that's hungry. So as I'm just walking down here, I'm actually just looking for boulders. Submerged boulders are just under the water, and I'm just sort of putting casts in and just running it behind the back of the boulder. Often you'll find these cod will just sit in behind that. There's a bit of an ambush spot with the flow coming down, and when something comes past it, they'll just race out and grab it. So all these boulders, they're a little bit hard to see, but you know, 5 to 15 metres out, I'm just sort of pitching casts out, and yeah, just running it back behind each one of these boulders just to see if we can't find one sitting in behind there. Anyway, we'll keep moving down. Yeah, we just got our first snag. It's a little bit too cold to be getting in there to get it out. It's a bit of a problem with the chatterbait. It doesn't go through the boulders too well. Aha, success. Just need a different angle on him. Check those hooks are still sharp. Should be all good. All good. Just had our first hit. Didn't connect, but it's a good sign. We're just going to make a quick change. Had that one little hit on the chatterbait, but it's not filling me with confidence. Just going to go to a swim bait. Something a bit more natural. The lights, well, it's cloudy, overcast and raining, so to the swim bait or top water. I think I'll go the swim bait first, just an unweighted swim bait. So I'm just going to go to a little white swim bait, again here. I use clips. I don't tie like loop knots or run split rings. Clips are just so much easier, I reckon. Like, it's literally that and you're back on. You know, I've never had a clip fail on me. You got to get good ones, but as long as you get quality clips, they won't let you down, and it just gives you more time in the water if you just want to make quick changes, especially with cod fishing. If you're in like a short bite window, like a morning session or something, tying loop knots or getting split ring ply to change the split ring over can just waste a bit of time. So if you can just quickly do a change like that with the clips, yeah, you're just going to have the lure in the water longer. It's working. He might come back, this fish. Well, we just had a cod come up and smack the swim bait right on the bank. Seen it come up and hit it, and it didn't connect. It sort of just come up and wasn't like, just sort of didn't really crunch it. I'm just gonna get through this log jam. Got down a fair way. This is going to be the last hole for this session. No bingo just yet. We've had a couple of hits, but yeah, nothing's connected. So we are staying the night. We're camping way back upstream, so we'll hike back out of here, get the head torches out and hike back out. We might throw a bit of surface around on the way out, but it'll be dark. And yeah, set up a bit of a camp, get the fire going, and yeah, we'll get up early and hit it again tomorrow, and hopefully we can find out what they're doing. It's, you know, wasn't expected to be great fishing. Been winter and raining, and the river's pretty high, but it's still good to be down here trying to nut them out. You just never know when they're going to turn up. So we'll, if we don't catch anything or have any action, we'll see you back at camp and around a nice warm fire. Right, let's get out of here.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Just cooking up a bit of a feed. It's just stopped raining. We've actually had it pretty tough. The walk back, it pretty much rained the whole way, and when we got back, we were saturated, and it just didn't stop raining for about an hour. But we've got this little camp set up. It's not 5-star, but it's keeping us dry. Well, kept us dry. Now the rain stopped, we're getting a little bit of a feed going. We've got the fire going over there. We're just cooking up some mushies and some Scotch fillet steaks. Got a bit of what type of Turkish bread it is? Turkish bread. Chuck that on. Bit of sauce, and yeah, it'll replenish the body after a pretty big hike today for no fish. Wasn't ideal. We've got the duck egg, but you know, hopefully this rain that we've had, the salvo doesn't you know, dirty the water up too much or increase the flows too much, and we'll give it another crack in the morning and see if we can't get one to the bank and in the hands. We've just woken up. We've missed the first light bite. It was raining pretty heavy this morning. It's lightened off a little bit, but it is still raining. It rained pretty heavy overnight. We didn't really get the best sleep. The cameraman didn't sleep a wink, I don't think. Yeah, not ideal. We're going to just go up here. We're not going to do the hike down again. It's just too wet and all our clothes are soaked. So we're just going to go drive upstream a little bit and just have a few casts from some holes that are pretty easily accessible, and see if we can't jag one. Yeah, confidence isn't that high now, but you never know. You know, put a few more casts in and you might get one. Let's keep going. Oh, that's a big fish. Oh, sugars. A big fish. Come on, come back. It's a big fish. Oh man, it's a 90, eh? Righto. So we just had this really good fish hit us twice on the surface. I've just given him a couple minutes. We gave him a couple minutes between hits. He hit it again the second time. Missed the hooks again. I don't know how. It's a frustrating game surface fishing, but it's a really good fish. Like, for the river, it's a cracker. So I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go to the swim bait now, try and switch bait him, give him a look at something different, something a little subsurface, and if he hits it, hopefully he inhales it. Fingers crossed this could make it.
Yep. Oh, that's nasty though. Big little fish. Holy smokes. That's a good look at it. It's a cracker fish for the river. The lens is all the rain, it's buggered up the lens on the camera, so it's really foggy, but it's a really good fish to the river. I don't have anything to measure out, but it's fish, it's probably in the 90s, I reckon. You never know, it could even go and beat them. Oh. Yeah, good. Oh, I'm struggling.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd say it'd be high 90s, 95. Time to see the big girl back. We've just got a few stills. Pulled her out of the water for a quick film, holding her up, but we've left her in the water for most of the time. Haven't dragged her on the bank. Made sure she's got no like sediment on her. Keep that protective slime as good as we can. And, yeah, she'll survive and make some other angler's day. Thanks, big girl. Oh shit, yeah. How good? Man, it was tough. That was tough. That's why we keep going, but we nearly pulled the pin this morning when we woke up and it was raining. And then we thought, oh, we'll just go a bit further. And these two trees, just dead trees just here, we could see them from 300 metres down the river, and I said to Rich behind the garage, I said, can we just go up to those dead trees? There's one hole up there. That'll be our last hole. And sure enough, base of those trees we got it done. She ended up taking the swim bait. She hit me twice on the top water, she didn't connect, and then switched it up, and I didn't think it was going to happen. I probably ran that swim bait past her at least 10 times, and yeah, she's ended up grabbing it at the end there right on the rock, and luckily the hook stuck. So that's cod fishing, you know. One, we could have caught nothing, it still would have been a good trip, but we've toughed it out and we've managed to catch a cracker Murray cod. I can go home happy now, pretty bloody stoked. Right guys, that's going to wrap us up. Stoked to get that fish at the end there, real quality fish. She swam off great, so she's going to be healthy. It's been a pleasure using the TD Battler out here over the last 2 days. This is the Juggernaut, great rod. We've thrown everything on it and it's nice and light, so when you're hiking multiple Ks like we have over the last 2 days, it definitely makes a difference. Anyway, I've got a short walk back to the car and I'm going to hop in, head out of here and have a well overdue warm shower.